Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
I'm Shane. Go ahead.
Back with the Clone Wars finale.
Yeah, like you said, we're on the finale. It was a two-parter. I can't remember the actual episode number, but season 3, episode 22. Do you remember what happened last time?
We had the Trandoshans acting like a predator.
Yeah.
Or a Yautja.
Not a bad thing to borrow from.
No, it's not. Except they were just acting like a bunch of guys in a gym or something.
Yeah, or it was kind of, to me...
Or a college frat party, they're all bumping chests. I know what it was meant to be.
Yeah. Like this highly masculine culture kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I consider a lot of people, I don't know, my dad and his cousins masculine, and they don't do that.
You think when they were younger, they're out there killing hogs out, you know?
They probably weren't chest bumping.
Well, no, I don't think they chest bumped. But they were... They were definitely...
straight out of an 80s action flick, which is what I got from it.
Yeah, me too.
So it was just that on steroids. We had the other younglings that had been captured along with Ahsoka while they were on a mission. At least Ahsoka was on a mission.
Yeah.
Captured and brought to a planet to be hunted for sport.
Yeah.
And Ahsoka manages to get one of them killed because he was trying to kill them. The dad is a little pissed about it.
Yes.
Ironically pissed.
Right? If they truly look at those things as animals, or like if you get that mindset when you're hunting them.
Well, they hunted everything.
Yeah.
They had Wookie pelts. They had
the fucking the Wampa.
Yeah, the Wampa. They had different heads, I thought, and things.
They did. Yeah, I can't fucking remember. But the show,
the Hammerhead guys.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
Well, I can't wait to see season 4 because, I mean, as you know, Clone Wars, and I don't want to say become the super serious show. I think it's become a little deeper, and it hasn't shied away from death, and we got to see that. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying this is the greatest arc ever. I like it though. It's kind of classic Star Wars for me now. But this is finale, and we're gonna jump in.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Sometimes we're like, nah.
No.
You know, if those Trandoshans were designed now, they wouldn't put them in like just a costume with a lizard head, which is literally what they did.
Yeah.
That would be demoralizing.
I still don't mind the costume design though, because if they had designed them the way people would design things now, more than likely they would rely heavily on CG.
Yeah.
For the legs and things.
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Where is she?
We could see her right under there. If he just went down.
If he went down farther.
I've lost the scent. She can't hide forever. Mark my words.
Where's Khalifa?
She didn't make it.
She's dead. I can't believe it.
We're all going to die here. It's only a matter of time.
If it's only a matter of time till we die, I say we go down with a fight.
That is suicide.
That's the point. You're gonna die.
I say we attack that dropship head on. They'll never expect it.
Is it worth a shot?
Maybe it is.
That's kind of cool.
Now!
What the? It's one of those blasted Jedi robes.
Turn the windshield wiper.
It's like he said the bastards.
Blasted.
Yeah.
Imagine I got home today. I had the truck parked in front of the house, sitting there talking to my girls, and this cat just comes crawling down the windshield.
So they wanted to show like they are extremely physically superior than most species.
Like Wookiees.
Yeah, like Wookiees. I'm glad you brought that up. That was a cool combo with using the Force. I feel like we had the Force, so we would do that when we fight next time.
Just firing off in the cockpit.
I equate it to like kind of hillbillies with the shotgun.
I know. It's just you think.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Typhus was shooting the control room.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you had to kick him pretty hard.
Hit the release! Hurry!
How the hell you know it was that button?
Wookie. If it's Chewie, that's kind of disappointing. I feel with the dramatic entrance here that it almost had to be, but it's just. Yeah.
It's Chewie!
It's a Wookiee.
So Peter Mayhew was consulted on the show at the moment, and it took this long in the production to animate all the fur. They couldn't do it in season 1 or 2.
Chewbacca, does anyone even know you were taken?
No, but he says his homeworld is very close.
That's great, but it might as well be Coruscant as far as I'm concerned. We've got no ship.
He thinks he can contact his home planet if we find a way to transmit a signal.
Right, and how would we do that? Send smoke signals? We don't exactly have a transmitter lying around if you haven't noticed.
Chewbacca says he can build a transmitter for
Yeah.
Chewbacca and I will go out to inspect the crash site. You two stay here and signal us if you see anything.
That Coyote Mundi species just
I
bothers
don't
me.
like him.
That bothers me.
I don't like him either.
You know, not to be a xenophobic, but he's
I don't
disgusting.
even know anything about their sex life.
I mean, he looks like a penis.
I wonder who the hell had the idea. You know what? We should make this guy a banger. Just getting out there fucking winning all the fucking time. Just slaying them.
Hopefully that patrol won't be back for a while. What are we looking for? Are you still feeling optimistic about making a transmitter out of this junk?
Now what do we have here? Come on, pretties. One more step.
It looks clear. Come on.
You know, you should call for backup now that he had him in the sights.
Yeah.
It's okay. Sniper, get down!
We're all about Jesus.
I'll gut you, well.
Wait, we should take him prisoner.
Fine. Chewbacca, let's take him.
Force the hand around the throat. So it was in the old canon. It was incorporated into this show, but yeah, the Trandoshan's, they have a slave trade, and they obviously have this, and they were big on capturing the Wookiees. So we have that bad blood between Black Chrysanthemum and just some random
Trandoshans.
in the bar.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so they just hate each other, and it's because of this history.
How's it looking, Chewbacca? Will it work?
Well, something's working.
I love a frustrated Chewie.
We can use the prisoner to trick the enemy into flying one of their pods down to us. Then we hijack the pod, fly up to their base, and take them by surprise.
Ahsoka, you got us to believe in ourselves again. And, well, I believe Jink's plan will work.
Look, do what you want, but Omer and I are leaving with the prisoner in the morning.
Their hearts are in the right place. You know I can't let them go alone. We're not going to be able to do this without you. We need your help. Who knows? Maybe our luck's just about to change.
I'm not helping you, whelp.
Chewbacca, we need him at eye level, please.
You will listen to me.
No, I won't.
You will listen to me.
I will listen to you.
If you just fucking with him.
That's right. It sounds like a fuck with.
I was your captive, but now I've escaped.
You need to call a speeder to pick you up.
Spock, where have you been?
Spock?
I need a
I think so.
Get in. Let's go.
Now!
Crash that one too.
Yeah.
Cricks and Smudge should be back by now.
Smudge, that sounds like that.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, I know. He ain't gonna be Rush Hour 3.
Hey, let's give him a lift.
That'd fuck you up,
Oh
dude.
yeah, dude.
I'm glad that they've incorporated that move, because I've always felt like that would work very well. A lot of things that are animated getting broken up in this.
A valiant effort, little younglings. Especially you, Togruta.
Make it quick, General. We're charging by the minute. And if my ship gets damaged, it'll cost you extra.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember those two.
Yeah. They're fighting the way monsters fight in black and white movies. You know what I mean? I think that's Tarful.
What you doing back there?
Enjoying the fight, man. I guess.
They're not even looking.
They like the
They're
fight.
looking off
They like the fight
somewhere
game. That's cool. It's a fast critter. Their species. Yeah.
You're beaten.
You murdered my son. And you need to pay for what you did.
Your son died because of your own actions, not mine. Don't!
Like a bunch of Swedish chefs. And they are the chicken.
Ahsoka!
It is good to see you safe, little Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, I am so sorry.
For what?
For letting you go. For letting you get taken. It was my fault.
No, Master. It wasn't your fault.
I should have paid more attention. I should have tried harder.
So he's putting it all in his control, but at the same time, he's putting all the failures on himself too.
Yeah.
Because of you, I did survive. And not only that, I was able to lead others to survive as well.
I don't know what to say.
I do. Thank you, Master.
You're welcome, my Padawan.
In Phantom Menace, they kind of do that to the Jedi Council.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that. What did he say? Welcome.
So do you remember the ending that you talked about? They're all gonna be together in the end, and they're gonna be, oh, thank you, so. It was literally that.
Yeah.
That being said, I think it was a pretty good arc. I don't know. How do you think? Yeah.
I didn't hate it. It wasn't. I don't know.
I mean, it ain't Mortis.
No, I mean it's everything you kind of expect Clone Wars to be.
Yeah.
Except get some Wookiees fighting some Trandoshans.
Yeah, it's that and done well. And if you can give us that, I think that's good. But go ahead. Sorry.
I don't have anything.
I think this episode did one of the best jobs of showing Force users who are outnumbered without a lightsaber actually using the Force in a good way, in a tactical way, and I think it did a really good job with that.
It never really was my shtick, but I know that you and someone else we know really ate that up.
Force?
Yeah, growing up, as far as, I guess, the greater extent for which it could be used.
Yeah.
Beyond what you are given in the films, the heights of the EU and games and things. And
yeah.
Because this other person that we knew, what was that game that it came out when we were teenagers?
Battlefront 2, KOTOR.
No, it was before that. This would have been
the Jedi Academy.
Was it?
I mean, I actually haven't played it, but I know there's some of those critically acclaimed games from like the old days.
It was a computer game. I remember that.
Yeah, it is. It's Jedi Academy and Jedi Outcast.
I think it was Jedi Outcast.
Yeah, but they're both in the same world.
Like Kyle Katarn.
Yeah, it was celebrated at the time, especially for like just like a video game aspect of it and all the mods that the community did.
I know there were a lot of mods. I remember that.
I didn't play it. I know it's loved. I actually ported it to the Switch, but it feels very old now to me.
I believe that.
And I think this is probably really great in this day. So I paid tribute to that. I didn't play it, but you know what? Cool. But I thought this didn't do anything crazy. I thought it was like, okay, you use the Force, so he'll shoot you. He's hiding behind that, so let's move it. And then Chewbacca shoots him. And then the guy kind of like, oh! And he got shot in the chest. Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty good use. And it's just cool seeing the Trandoshans. Some of the stuff that was in the old comics, like how they are, like come to life in this. Also, I know you didn't see the Ahsoka stuff because there's a little bit of a spoiler in there. But Anakin trains the shit out of her. Mm-hmm. Like way beyond any other Jedi Padawan's been trained. And he pushes her to her physical limits.
Okay.
And it's really cool. So like now I'm like kind of putting that into this. It's like, okay, there's also a reason, not just because she's the Chosen One's Padawan, but you know, by virtue of being the Chosen One's Padawan, he also worked her ass off. Mm-hmm. Like he also had her work her ass off, I should say. Approve or unapprove of Chewie being in this?
Unapproved, because I think Star Wars it happens so often.
I agree
that it's unbearable to me to just it's another menagerie of Star Wars greatest hits, and you know we've got Chewie, and we got 3PO, we got R2, we got everybody's here. Woo!
No, I agree. I didn't particularly need him in this episode. I feel like the silver lining is like bringing in Chewie and his relationship with the Trandoshans, and you know like he didn't give Ahsoka something that she has later on. Like it's just they teamed up because of like a reason that I think makes sense in the canon. You could add any other Wookiee in there though.
Well, and then like
or
even Brack. I mean, I would accept Black Chrysanthemum.
Well, I love him.
I would have rather had.
They made him up later, but yeah,
I get it, but I would rather have had him.
I think that's
someone like that. You know what I mean?
I think that's fair.
You're just overusing. It's like kicking a dead horse.
Well, at the time, I was very excited to see him because, like, when this came out, it was just the prequels were over. We haven't had Chewie since 6, and it was just like, okay, because we didn't have all the new movies. We didn't have the Book of Boba Fett. We didn't have Mandalorian. Yes. So I enjoyed it quite a bit at the time. Now it feels like, to your point, you know, the greatest hits. So I liked him, but I didn't need him. I didn't hate it, but I thought it was.
Well, that's what's one thing Andor has going for it.
Exactly.
I mean, you have Yularen, but he's not a prominent figure that you hear talk.
It does.
You never really hear him talk other than in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So
it's
a little more acceptable on that side, but other than that, you don't really have anybody that's.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Other than Cassian.
Well, I have faith that the show.
It's going to bring somebody in.
Yeah.
We're going to either see Krennic.
Yeah.
Or maybe
even Tarkin, maybe.
We could see Tarkin. We could see Krennic.
Yeah.
We could see even Galen because of the Empire's work.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
Everything. Maybe. I doubt it though because they have no real tie. Like you don't really. Galen's on Coruscant at one point.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
And then he leaves to become a farmer.
Yeah.
Because
when he leaves the work or whatever, but. So there's some of that, but I don't know that they'd really have a run-in with our crowd unless it was with
Yeah, he might just be
through the ISB.
Yeah.
And,
Well, when they said that there's an engineer coming at that one point, I thought we might possibly see him. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember I don't remember that follow-up, actually.
Also, I don't know, that's probably a talk for a different show.
Okay. But what did you think about the animation? We talked about how it's improved. And I know we're living in 2022 now, and this came out literally 12, 15 years ago. I still think it holds up really well. It is greatly improved from Season 1. So what are your thoughts?
I agree. It's greatly improved beyond what we saw in the beginning.
Yeah.
The environments, the Trandoshans, and dropped them into the flora and the fauna.
Yeah, I thought it looked good. I thought
a little less of the fauna, mostly flora.
Yeah.
But it looked very well. The colors looked well. They had the characters, the Padawans, the younglings, what have you.
They're developing
very dirty.
Yep. Which is your complaint on Andor.
Whether they're not dirty?
Yeah,
they should be dirtier.
Yeah,
because
I believe you're right.
They're running around, a bunch of rebels living off the rocks.
Yeah, that's what they literally...
And they say that.
Yeah, they
but
say
they're not that dirty. So it's shame on them.
Maybe it was like I said, maybe it was like the civil... I mean, they were probably dirty too by our standards. Maybe it was part of the regime is to keep yourself very clean, keep your socks clean, and wash your clothes. You never know.
I'm sorry, but
it would sell well than being dirtier to a visual medium.
And they would clean up for their roles.
Yeah,
against the Imperials, and maybe they're practicing good hygiene because they want to be in good hygiene when they impersonate the Imperials.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe, and that one guy,
maybe 2 weeks prior, they were very dirty.
And that one kid was not clean shaven.
No, it wasn't.
So that was a little weird. Well, anyways, I love that show. Love this one. I'm glad this was the end of this. What's your thought on the whole arc, which is just those 2 episodes?
I mean, without having seen this in its entirety, I don't know really what to compare it to. If you look back, I guess.
I'm just saying, we saw some heavy, deep stuff, and now we're just getting... This is just kind of a fun thing. Were you entertained? Did you love it? Did you hate it?
It's not something... If I was a kid, I probably would have watched it. But now me watching it,
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's the greatest thing. I think it's entertaining, and it's a 22-minute commitment, which makes it even better.
There you go.
But other than that, it gave me the things that it gave me that I liked. It gave me very well, like the fighting, the use of the Force. It was good seeing Chewie. I didn't need him, but it was good to see him. And I like the Trandoshans. And unlike Season 1, to where I think the animation wasn't good enough to show movie quality fights, the stuff we see with Dooku and the Night Sisters is amazing.
Yeah.
So that translates to the Trandoshans. They're not doing crazy stuff. They're doing stuff that they made it look like old movies. The way they're moving, like guys in a suit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it did that in a believable way.
There's no spectacular Trandoshan martial art that they've all mastered.
Yeah.
It's something ridiculous. They're just a bunch of they're good hunters. Supposedly they've made a fucking market out of it.
Yeah.
And
the Wookiee, they have a rivalry, the Wookiees and the Trandoshans. And I thought Chewie fought like he would fight.
Yeah.
We didn't see a straight up fight. Maybe in Solo we get to see him move, and he moves like that.
He's just swinging around, using his power.
Yeah, they're just strong, long motherfuckers. Yeah. So, but that being said, we're on to the next season, and I'm pretty sure Tom is going to be joining us for the next arc. So look forward to that, and I'm not going to hype it up, but I think it's a good arc.
I wouldn't know.
Guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction. If you like us, you want to support us, like and subscribe, hit that notification, check out our merch, check out our Patreon, leave a comment down below, get some conversation going, and we appreciate you, and we're out of here.